So I'm at Pikes Peak in Colorado, and right now I'm over 14,000 feet above sea level, and let me tell you something, I can feel that. Right now, I'm like genuinely feeling lightheaded, a little dizzy. Normally I might be running around these rocks, kind of like how that person is, but I'm taking it easy because I don't need to slip and split my head open. But yeah, these are some epic views, and like the whole way up, I literally was just like, this is not real. And still, like, look at this. This is just incredible. How is this even possible? Dude, I am still feeling pretty woozy up here. Like, I definitely have adjusted to it a bit, and when I'm sitting still, it's fine. But it's like, once you start moving around, I mean, we're literally like, our elevation is like half as high as a plane would be in the sky. Like, we are that high. In fact, on the way up, we were seeing clouds and helicopters flying below us. So just to put it into perspective, that's how high we are right now. And I don't know if everybody's just hiding it really well, or they're just used to it, or what, but nobody else seems to be struggling like how I am, and it's making me a little nervous. But walking on these rocks was dangerous, but now we're just hitting the path. We're going to go to this little scenic overlook real quick, and then start heading back down. So remember how I said, I'm woozy and I wasn't going to traverse these rocks or do anything crazy? I lied. I'm getting ready to do something crazy. So let's see how we can handle this to get out there so that JP from over there can take some cool photos of me. So, hey, at least if I die or something terrible happens, I'll have it on camera. First of all, dude, check that out. Isn't that insane?
All right, Devin. Let's do a recap. Day 1 and 2.
Well, has it been 2 days? The last 48 hours.
Yeah, today's the end of Saturday.
The last 48 hours.
We left at the beginning of Friday, so yeah.
Has been a blur. It felt like we got here pretty quick. Like, it just felt like I blinked my eyes and we were here, which is crazy because it took us 31 hours. And then when we got here, we went and we're 14,000 feet above sea level for 4 or 5 hours, which was lovely and amazing, but also my head still hurts.
Yeah.
Altitude sickness is no joke.
Seriously.
But I mean, so far everything has gone as smoothly as we could have possibly asked. I haven't shit my pants yet, which is good. And I don't know, dude. What's it called? Pikes Peak was like just
amazing,
like, unbelievable. Like the whole drive up, which was like 12 miles or something like that.
14, I think.
14 miles just to even get to the summit, and then you get up there and you're just like, wow. Like, I've never stood somewhere before where in every direction you literally cannot see like where things end. It just keeps going. So that was epic. I can't wait to like look through all the stuff. I mean, and this is just one day. Like, I was excited for Colorado, but I was like stoked for Utah. This was kind of like, oh, that's like a cool thing. You know, we didn't even originally plan to do this, but I'm glad we did. And like, Colorado, awesome, and Utah is going to be nuts.
All right, it's 5 a.m. leaving Colorado Springs. Got a little bit of stuff here.
Just a little. This is actually nuts because this is basically just camera stuff here.
Yeah, no.
And our duffel bag.
I have my backpack on, and then we've got all of this nonsense.
Tell you what, I feel good though. Got a really nice sleep. I know you got a good sleep. I still fell asleep by like 11 something myself, and was got 5 hours, 6 hours sleep, whatever.
I slept like the dead.
Yeah. On the road.
All right, let's do this,
guys. JP got coffee. That's how you know we're off to a good start. JP has coffee. I've got a coffee. We are at this place called Coyote's Coffee Den, which is pretty cool. And you can't really tell too much right now, but already, like on this short drive that we've been on, heading toward Utah, the scenery has been nuts. Like, driving across the Midwest to get here is like a lot of bleh. Something I learned on the way, Pennsylvania is literally like the state of road work. JP was like, their state plant is a fucking traffic cone. Like, and it was that bad. It was road work everywhere. And then all across the Midwest, it's just flat and kind of boring. But this is what we'll be seeing pretty much from here to Utah and then back here when we're on the way back home. So, I mean, come on. How, like, that's just, what? So it's only 7 a.m. and we are at Royal Gorge Bridge here, which is that bridge over there, which apparently up until 2001 was like the highest bridge in the world. Unfortunately, they don't open until 10 a.m. So we're not going to be crossing that bridge anytime soon, unfortunately. The fortunate thing is that there is a spot right before you come down here that you can send the drone up. So in a few minutes, we're going to go do that and at least get some really cool shots because, I mean, it's hard to tell from here right now, but like, that's an insane bridge, and that goes very far down. So the drone is going to come in super handy for that. So even though we're not going to be able to like cross it or anything, still get some really, really great drone shots, which will be the first drone shots of the trip, by the way. So, not a bad little side excursion on our way to Utah. Also, that sunlight. The sun loves me, man. Just hits everywhere I go. Sunlight hitter. Okay, so it turns out we actually found a nice little vantage point that much more accurately highlights the bridge. Look at that. That's like insane. Now you can kind of see. There's the bridge, and you can now see a little bit better at least. You'll get a much better idea when I stitch the drone footage in here in a second, but it goes down very, like, further than I can see. I can't see the bottom of this gorge right now. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, just yet another epic view on this trip. So we left at 5 a.m. Friday, Eastern time. It is now 2:55 p.m. on Sunday, Mountain time. And guess where we finally are? Utah. It only took 40 hours of driving and a bunch of stops and a couple of mountains and altitude sickness and a whole bunch of other stuff, but we're here. This is Utah. This is where we will be spending the next 5 or 6 days before we start to trek back across the country. But yeah, we're here. And by the way, it's hot. It is fucking hot, and I'm in a long sleeve. But to be fair, it's a sun shirt, and I actually feel pretty solid right now. And it's supposed to get down into like the 50s and 60s most nights, so that's not bad at all. I'm like actually kind of in disbelief right now. Like, it's just the vastness and the beauty of the West Coast is just, it's incomparable. It's something that, even with all the pictures and videos I'll be taking this week, it just won't do it justice. It's indescribable. It's something that I would recommend that anybody who can should come experience at some point. Now, having been to Colorado for a little bit, here, Arizona a couple times, California a couple times, the West Coast is just, it's just different. We're about an hour out from Moab, which is our next stop. And then, yeah, we'll be bouncing around various spots, mostly in Hanksville, but various spots of Utah for the next couple of days, camping and just exploring. So stay tuned for that. We're in Moab. We're in Moab. I'm currently looking for some coffee because I have to. And I've been drinking a lot of gas station coffee this last couple of days, but we're in Moab, so I'm going to find a proper coffee shop and go grab something right now. But my God, this place is incredible. Imagine just walking down these streets. Also, we found a camera store over there. Turns out, apparently the guy is stuck in 1990 because everything in there was very old. There was one mirrorless camera in there. No disrespect though. Hope my guy gets business. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee.
3 hours later.
So, this is tonight's campsite. Devin up there.
So this is my current view. The elevation right now is roughly 7,500 feet, and that's above sea level. This drop right here, though, from that rim right there, from the ridge down, is about 1,500 feet. And I'm just sitting on a very dangerous rock, and if you couldn't tell, it also is windy. So I don't know how long I'll be sitting up here. JP's flying the drone around right now to get some epic drone shots of me, which is dope. And I think in a few minutes, I'm probably going to climb down from here because I am ready for my skeleton to exit my body. I'm terrified right now. But honestly, like, I've never, ever felt more alive in my entire life. This is just absolutely unreal. I can't put into words. I literally cannot put into words. Just look at that. That's just incredible. Well, I've spent the last 10 minutes crying up here because I've just been thinking about just how insane the last year has been, and really the last couple years. But when I think about how unhealthy I was and how different my life and the quality of life and everything was this time last year, and the fact that there was no way I'd have even considered a trip like this, let alone be sitting up here on a literal mountaintop overlooking easily the most epic sunset I've ever seen in my entire life. And I have this bracelet that has some of my mom's ashes in it, and I feel like when I travel, now that I'm like starting to travel more and like get out and explore the world, I feel like I'm bringing her with me, and that's kind of what made me emotional because, you know, when she passed and then my grandfather passed, I was the worst I'd ever been mentally. I was, not unbeknownst to me, but in hindsight, I didn't realize how bad I was physically. It was the worst physical health and mental health I've ever had. And the last 3 or 4 years, I've put in so much fucking work, mentally, emotionally, to be sitting up here right now. And this literally feels like the culmination of all that. And it feels like the first time that I've really been able to just step back and appreciate how hard it was to get here. Not just here, like where I'm sitting right now, but just here in life to even be able to do things like this. And the beautiful part about it is that it's just the beginning. Like I'm just getting started. I feel like I'm entering the prime of my life, and there's something really special about that. And yeah, man, I'm just very overwhelmed in a good way. And I'm just going to take this all in for a few more minutes before the sun sets and we have to set up camp and everything else. I'm just going to take a few minutes to enjoy it.